Hello, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing some more Final Fantasy XIV, and today we're going to be reacting to the song Thordan's Reign / Thordan's Extreme, in brackets, Heroes Never Die from Final Fantasy XIV. Of course, this is the Heaven's Ward trial at the end of the game. So, as some of you may know, I have played Final Fantasy XIV. I haven't done... So, obviously, I've done this fight, but I haven't done the extreme version, so I don't know if the song is any different. So this might be your first time I've listened to this, but it might not. But to be honest, it's been a long time, so it's probably going to be pretty fresh to me, regardless of that anyway. So this should be quite interesting. I'm sure the music is going to hit, you know, the levels of epicness that it did in the story and the fight. So let's get into this straight away then. Let's not waste any more time, and let's get into Thordan's Reign / Thordan Extreme, brackets, Heroes Never Die from Final Fantasy XIV in 3, 2, 1. Whoa. That's really cool. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. It's sort of ringing a bell. I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's pause there. Let's pause there and let's go over that past minutes. That was... So much happened in that, just 1 minute of the song that to break down. Like just the start was pure like evil villain, like kind of style of music, very cinematic, very that huge sound. And then going into some very similar motifs that we would have heard before. So yes, indeed. Let us go over that past minute. Let's go. So this is how kind of, you know, proper this is very kind of, in terms of like the rhythm is very kind of set, and kind of cut, and it's very in time, and it's not swung, it's very straight, it's very straight to the beat. Kind of gives it that very rigid sort of regal sort of feel to it. Which makes, you know, a kind of a lot of sense, and particularly to have this kind of orchestration within it. Obviously, you know, Heaven's Wall in terms of the expansion was a very kind of Western Europe sort of themed around it, so this kind of works in that sense. And obviously the building in pitch there to kind of take us to the boiling point. And now it kind of builds us to the point, and then we're getting this kind of this kind of descend, this kind of maddening descend, that kind of makes us, you know, it makes us like feel uncomfortable, like something bad's gonna happen, something really dramatic's gonna happen now. That's interesting as well to have that, you know, the prelude of Final Fantasy, as we all know it, that tune very, very well, and then to kind of just shift the semitone, it sounds like, to go up into that kind of weird sort of minor sort of sound, kind of, yeah, it gives you that really sort of like, oh, this is a bit weird and uncomfortable, and oh, I'm not sure about this. This is odd. This is strange indeed. And then obviously this goes into the, if you know, the main sort of theme when, you know, the Heavens Ward sort of main theme, actually, really. And I guess that's kind of like, it's quite interesting. It kind of starts off with the villains theme, which we had up to this point, then kind of goes into the prelude, so that's kind of pulling us back into the world of Final Fantasy, and then it gives us the Heavens Ward theme, which kind of puts us into the feet of the Warriors of Light and the players and the you know, the Scions. So it's quite an interesting kind of way to show the three sort of separate, you know, so it starts with the people we're fighting, goes back to the world, then goes back to us, and that's quite cool. What I will say is, in terms of this theme, I don't know, I'm sure many of you are familiar. If you go into Ishgard, the piano version of the main Heavens Ward theme is one of my favourite themes in video game music of all time. It's a beautiful, beautiful. But anyway, we're not listening to that right now, we're listening to this. Let's keep going. And look, you can tell the sound has got a lot more sort of heroic. We've got this kind of very choral choir in it, and it's the kind of holding these kind of longer notes as well. So it sounds very, what's the word? Well, like a choir is in a choir you'd get in a church, as opposed to a choir that you'd get in a musical. You know, it's kind of that more sort of religious sort of sound to it, which makes a lot of sense as well for the themes that Heavens Ward had. But let's carry on. It's kind of back to where it started now. Oh, interesting. That's a beautiful sound. Ooh. Oh. That's so beautiful. Ooh. Descent is so nice. Alright, I'm going to stop before that starts. Let's go back to, not all the way, just go back to about here where it kind of kicked off into that more softer piano part. So this is kind of, we had that at the start, kind of reintroducing us now. And there's a beautiful transition as well. Obviously we're expecting it to kick up again with what we've had, but to go in that real just softness, that piano sound is so bright, so warm. So nice. It's so nice. That little playing on the notes, beautiful, and there's lovely legato strings underneath it. Okay. The waves underneath us is beautiful. And then we're getting this EDM beat underneath. And that drum there is absolutely huge. That hit was enormous. to sort of start. Alright, before that starts again, let's go back over to about here, and that past little bit here, which is really nice. I mean, it's this sort of soaring, very cinematic sound now. Very large and epic in scale, and just how the strings now swinging together, and that kind of there was just a beautiful phrase as well. And it's just kind of taken from the, the softer part and it kind of kicked on from there. So it was quite interesting to see how it's kind of had another section, like introduced a new section and then built upon that new section, as opposed to maybe going back to the original, if you understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, we'll keep going. These blaring horns as well. Oh yeah, okay. Right, where we started. Where can we go now? Just so evil sounding. Fades out there. So yeah, that's kind of one of the difficulties with kind of reacting to these videos is sometimes the song ends before the video does. So it kind of went around. Obviously, the song repeats itself until you finish the fight by either winning or dying, of course, wiping. But obviously, we've got the whole song within that video, which is good. I mean, it's an excellent piece of music, isn't it? Like, just the callbacks with the phrases to other parts of the world in the game, the building kind of the softer sound and the electronic sound, kind of building upon that, landing back with the evil sounding start, taking us back again over through. It's a beautiful piece of music, and I loved it. I loved it. Obviously, there's a lot of gems in the Final Fantasy XIV soundtrack, as I'm sure we all know, and this is one of them. This is definitely one of them. So let me know what you thought of Heroes Never Die in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Of course, let me know what you'd like to hear next on the channel from Final Fantasy XIV or anywhere else. Please do let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate that very, very much. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.